The very first thing is you need to go talk to your peers. You need to build those relationships with the folks in your organizations that the decisions that you make are going to impact. Because ultimately, whether we like it or not, cybersecurity has largely been deemed the department of no by the business side. And honestly, rightly so. That tends to be the answer that you get from cybersecurity is an automatic no, which one shouldn't be the fact, but two, it's because we don't necessarily understand the business piece. So talking to the folks who are in operations, who are in, those things that we're going to affect truly matters. As a cybersecurity professional, we want to make sure that critical functions, we know who's doing it, we're doing all the right things, and we're going to put MFA on, each critical transaction. My cybersecurity hack goes, well, it's only going to take an extra 5 seconds to do that. 5 seconds is nothing, right? Until I talk to the operations side and go, I have 300 people who are each doing one of those critical things every minute for their entire area shift. And oh, by the way, we have 365, 24/7 operations. 5 seconds doesn't seem like much, but 5 seconds times 300 people times, 60 minutes an hour times 24 hours a day, that adds up significantly. You're talking hours and hours of productivity lost. And that's something that you're not going to really think about until you talk to the operations folks and go, no, no, this is what the real impact of the security is. And that's what I mean when you talk about finding the appropriate amount of friction. What's going to get us to the security level that our business needs, but also isn't so secure that people aren't going to do it or it's going to harm the business. Because if I'm harming the business, I'm doing no good to my organization. Because if there is no business, there is no need for cybersecurity.